Hey, Hufflepuff here. So, today I'm going to continue my throwback movie reviews, and I will be doing a movie review on Goblet of Fire today. I am currently outside again. I'm in the forest or whatever, so sorry if I'm looking around distracted by all the critters that are here. I have also heard that there are maintenance workers here. What's the point of doing maintenance in a fort? Anyways, so Goblet of Fire, I think off the bat, I would give it a solid 6.5 out of 10. 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10, depending on how I'm feeling, or how I'm feeling towards Goblet of Fire. Goblet of Fire is my top, in my top 3 books. So, it's not that I hate the story. It's just, with this film, I think it was really hard to fit everything in. And I know that's always the case for books being adapted into movies. But I feel like Goblet of Fire, in particular, really struggled with this. But it's still a great movie. Lots of great action. A highlight of the movie, I think, was the tasks. I think they really nailed the tasks. I think all 3 of them were spectacular to watch. The graphics and the effects in this movie, were pretty good. This movie I think was made in it came out 2005. So we were still, movies are still trying to figure out what they want to do with their special effects at this time. And, this is definitely a movie where when you look back at the evolution of film, this one is definitely one to look at in terms of turning points, at least for graphics and things like that. One thing that I really liked about this movie was Voldemort himself. Sorry. The sun is shining right here, so I can't see my face because the sun is blinding me right now. I hope you guys can see me too. Anyways, the highlight of the film was definitely Voldemort's return. I think that whole scene, I don't think it could have been done any better. I remember when I was 7, when the movie came out, my mom took me to see it and she covered my eyes when I first saw the film. So that's just a memory I have. And I really think my mom made a good decision on that, because that scene is disgusting. And Voldemort's disgusting. But casting Ralph Fiennes, I think that's his name, how you say his name, I think that was the perfect choice. I don't think he could have been casted any better. Ralph does just a phenomenal job, not just in this movie, but in all the movies that he plays Voldemort. I definitely think he was a good choice. One thing I'll say about this movie and its music is that it's very enchanting. I have heard other works from this particular composer, and this particular composer really, his soundtracks are very fairy tale, enchanting kind of, and I think that really worked for the Yule Ball scene. I think the soundtrack really, the enchanting soundtrack aspect of it really had good effect in the Yule Ball scene. And also, the music itself had this theme of glory to it, which really fit as well, considering, the whole Triwizard Tournament and whatnot. So I think the music, though I do not like the composer as much as maybe others do, and the soundtrack is honestly one of the most forgettable soundtracks for me. Not to say it was bad, it's just there's no songs from this movie that really stick out to me. So this is definitely not one of the best soundtracks, but it really was good, and I think it was a good choice. And I think it just fit with the overall story. One of another highlight of the movie was Mad-Eye Moody. I was about to say Barty Crouch, but I guess you could. I'll talk about both of them. The actors, I forgot their names. I know David Tennant as as Crouch, but I forgot the actor's name who played Mad-Eye Moody. I definitely think that those two had the best performances of the film. I mean, I don't know how to explain it in words, but if you've seen the film, then you know that, you know, David Tennant's just really good at playing crazy. So he definitely, I know he only had like 1 or 2 scenes, but he definitely shined. He didn't hold anything back, even though he had like 5 minutes of screen time. So perfect casting for him. And the guy that played Mad-Eye Moody, I think, I can't really imagine Mad-Eye Moody being any other way. You know, sometimes when you read the books, you have an image in your head of these characters, and it's different than what they have in the movie adaptations. But I think Mad-Eye Moody is definitely on the list of characters that it's exactly how I pictured. So they definitely casted well, and the actor did a phenomenal job of portraying Mad-Eye Moody. You know, Mad-Eye Moody's a crazy character. He's a lunatic. And, you know, the actor did a really good job with that. I want to go back to the Yule Ball scene. That was definitely another big feature of the movie. I know how much fun it was filming. I've seen a lot of interviews where cast members were like, oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was like a party was thrown just for us. So, you know, you could definitely tell that it was a fun scene to shoot. And also the set design in that scene, absolutely stunning. I mean, it's just one of those moments where you're like, oh man, I wish I was at Hogwarts that year, because it was just so beautiful. And the whole scene with Harry not knowing the dance was really funny. And speaking of the dance at the Yule Ball, that McGonagall scene with Ron, where Ron had to dance with McGonagall, that's like that has to be like somewhere in my top 10 or top 20 clips of all the movies, because it's such a classic and it's really funny. And you gotta love McGonagall. But that was really nice. I really thought that scene was funny. Speaking of humor, I know it's a meme. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? He said calmly. I don't know if some people are genuinely mad about that, but every time I see that part of the film, all I can think about is the meme that came from it, and I just laugh. And it's become part of the movie experience. I hope I'm not alone in this, but it's definitely part of the movie experience. Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Ah! One other highlight, I think, was Daniel Radcliffe himself as Harry Potter. I definitely think, I know Daniel decided he wanted to take acting seriously and pursue it for the rest of his life, I think, around Prisoner of Azkaban. And you can definitely see how much effort and emotion he put into his character this time. And I think he did such an amazing job. Like, it used to be really hard for me to watch the maze and the aftermath of the maze, like him returning with Cedric's body. It used to be physically hard for me like that, because Daniel portrayed Harry's pain in a way that made me feel it directly, and it used to be really hard for me to watch it. Like, I would watch that scene and get chest pains. So for about 2 or 3 years, every time we watched that movie, I just walked out on that scene. Like, even in a scene in Half-Blood Prince that I'm not going to talk about, but you know what I'm talking about, I can't watch it, because seeing Daniel's face portraying Harry's emotions is really hard for me. So I think there's a lot I want to say about that, but I think that's all I'll stick with for now, is that, you know, Daniel Radcliffe, he's a good Harry Potter. So I think I'm going to wrap up my review here. I think there's a few more things I could have talked about, but those are the main things that really stuck out to me. So that ends my Goblet of Fire review. Solid movie in the franchise. Comment down below. Tell me what you thought of it. There are children running wild in the forest, guys. Anyways, so comment down below, comment, like, subscribe, share this video. I really want to get this Harry Potter community going on this channel. I want to bring Potter fans together, so any support that you can give me is more than enough. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think about the movie. Let me know what you think about the book. What do you think about Goblet of Fire as a story in general? What do you think about the movie? Did they do a good job? I think they did, but let me know how you feel about this movie. Please start a discussion. I really want to talk to you guys about about these films, about this series. I want to talk to you about Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts. I want to talk to you about everything. I just want to bring Potter fans together. So please comment down below. Stay tuned for my future videos. I got so many plans. I have a list of video ideas that I really want to get to. So it would be really nice if this channel picked up, because then I could not only provide content, but I could save up and purchase different equipment and editing software, whatever I need to make the quality of this channel even better. Right now, I'm just trying to get videos out there to get something going, but the more support I get, the further I can go with this Hufflepuff Hollis channel, and the further I can go for you guys as a Harry Potter community. So please support. I think that's about it. So Hufflepuff Hollis out. I'll see you in the next video, guys.